Welcome back to the show, the eternal show. We're never gonna die. We're gonna live forever. We're doing this with gusto, and it's Sunday, and it's gonna come out on Thursday, and we're having some issues with our lives and hearts, ears and eyes, and no seventh heaven. That's all I've got.
That's all I can do.
That was a great face you ended on.
Yeah,
Welcome,
you're welcome
to AAWY, the And Also With You podcast from Affable Idiots. We're two of those idiots. Aawy. Every week, join us and all your lifelong friends as we laugh together, share secrets, and strengthen our friendships on this off-color, Mr. Rogers-esque type show. I'm one of your hosts, Jesse Neal, and with me, I've got Chad Michaelinis.
Hola.
Oh my gosh.
You thought there was going to be more, didn't you?
Yep, I did. I was expecting more, so I love it. It's perfect. So it's the two of us and all of you lifelong friends listening and watching across the world. I always want to say un globo there. So
Un globo?
Un globo. I'm so happy to be here with all of you.
And also with you.
Mike, I'm going to start today by asking you a question.
Oh, I'm ready for it.
And I want you to answer honestly.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
How are your back hair wings?
Oh, my back hair wings, Jesse. I have not seen my back hair wings in a minute.
Oh, man.
It's been probably about a year.
Wow.
No one's pointed them out. No one's trimmed them or shaved them. I've got down my scapula and my trapezius muscles. I've got hair wings, basically.
I like to call them your wings.
Yeah. Red Bull gave them to me.
That gives you wings. So you can
It does.
fly. But don't jump off a building.
Fly.
Because it's not that kind of fly.
Oh, it's that kind of fly that's like pretty for a white guy.
Yeah, or like fly like an eagle, but not inside the sky.
Nailed it.
That's the lyric, right?
Yep.
No, fly like an eagle, but not inside the sky.
Hey, speaking of hair, how are your legs? Have you been shaving your legs this quarantine?
I first of all, I hadn't shaved my legs since prior to the quarantine. But I did.
Oh, now you can use quarantine as the excuse.
Exactly. But I did, like a week or two ago, actually shave my legs, and it was insane because I truly couldn't remember the last time I shaved them. And it was long, and it was an issue for sure. But you know, I shave my legs like once every quarter.
Once a fiscal quarter.
Yeah. I mean, I did it more a while back, but now it's like, because we have the dog, we end up getting up earlier, so we go to bed earlier. So I'm like, I could shave my legs, or I could just do a regular shower and then go hang out with Casey and the dog. So I'm just like, I'm not going to shave. So most of the time I don't. Also, I don't mind not doing it.
Proud of you.
Yeah, it's not like I'm a feminist.
So French.
I am a feminist, but it's not. It's not a feminist reason that I don't shave my legs very much. It's more of a laziness thing.
I like it. I concur, Doctor. That's great.
Doctor.
I haven't shaved my legs in ever since I came out of my mom.
When was the last time you shaved your butt crack?
I don't know, like a year ago. I always, every couple of years, I'm like, God, there's so much hair there. What if I shaved it? And then I shave it and I was like, that was a mistake.
Because it's all like sweaty and slippery.
Slippery, slimy, and
well,
not a good idea.
Like females, unless they get that waxed, have some hair there.
I know. It's just like traps all sorts of lint in it from your underwear.
Yep.
Poo particles. I'm sure.
Little dingleberries.
Little dingleberries.
I love it. You know, I mean, if you're going to have a dingleberry, you're going to have a dingleberry.
That's just science.
That's just the way the science goes.
Yep.
So last week, we played a fun new game called Jingle That Booty, where you took famous product or company theme songs and put butt words to it.
Butt words.
I had to guess what it was. I think I got 6 points, 5 points. I didn't do that well. I know it was 6 because it was 60%. which in college would have been a D, so it would have been passing.
That's right.
But not in high school. Now, I put up a post wanting to see how everybody else did, but guess what?
Nobody took that poll.
Nobody took it, so I don't know. But we did get 3 likes. Why didn't you do it, though? Was it us that liked it? I don't know.
One of them was probably me liking it and retweeting it for sure.
Yeah, one of it was probably me liking it and retweeting it. So, anyways, you could have had 1 through 3 points with which you would have gotten a throwing up face. Not where it's coming out, but where you're like about to throw up. And that's because
gotcha. So not the baby Groot face.
Right.
It's like,
oh, that was cute. Exactly. And then you could have been 4 to 6 points, which would have just been an egg, which is like her, like
from Arrested Development.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like questionable, which is where I fell. 7 to 9 points was like a voltage bolt, because it's like, yeah, you're getting hot. Things are heating up. You're getting on fire. Fire.
Voltage bolt.
Voltage
Love
bolt. Voltage. And then you could have had 10 points, which got just a brain, because you're a brainiac of jingles. A jingle brainiac.
Nailed it. You nailed those descriptions.
Nailed it. So you got 10 points because you made the game. So
that's right.
So that counts as 10 points for you. Now,
I'm going to go vote on it right now for 10 points.
Yeah, go vote on it. I'm going to vote on it for 6 points. I'm going to vote. Can I vote as the Affable Idiots, though? I don't think I can.
You can. No, actually, you can't. JK.
Yeah, so I'll go
JK
onto my Twitter later and do it. But this week, we're playing a new game. America's favorite game this week.
Is it America's Funniest Videos?
It is. It's America's Funniest Videos con leche. Escuela mañana. Nobody has school tomorrow because they can't go to school. Let's see. This week's game is called Know Your Knockoff.
Ooh, okay.
So we've got 3 different points categories. There are 17 total that we're going to go through.
Interesting number.
I know. Well, it adds up because it adds up to 30 points total. So what we're doing is these are knockoff Halloween costumes.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's clearly this one thing, but that's licensed, so they're calling it something different.
Yeah, like it's Crocodile Dunder instead of Crocodile Dundee.
Yes.
Is that weird that that's the first Halloween costume I could think of is Crocodile Dundee? Wow, 20 years ago, blast from the past.
When I was home at Christmas, I watched that movie with my mom while we were cooking. The first one. So we've got 1 point category, which will be the first category, and there are 8 in there. Then we have the 2 points category. There are 5 in there. And then we have the 3 points category. There are 4 in there.
Okay.
So you have a total of 8, then 10, then 12. See, it works out for a total overall of 30 points. Are you ready?
Great.
So I'm going to tell it. I'm going to give you the knockoff, and you have to tell me who it's supposed, like what the licensed one would be.
Okay.
We're going to start easy and hilarious. Dead Parents Hero.
What? Dead Parents Hero? Does the hero have dead parents, or is the hero the dead parent?
No, the hero has dead parents.
Oh my god. And this is supposed to be based on like a real life thing?
Yeah, like on
Batman. It's
yes.
Batman. Okay, now I understand what this game's going to be.
Yeah,
okay.
You get it? Okay, perfect.
Yep.
All right, so that's the first one. So you've got 1 point, 1 for 1.
Dead Parents Hero. Where are these from?
All over. I did a real deep internet search, and they're from like those Halloween stores
Party
that show
City.
up. And
Although
you can
Party
buy
City has the officially licensed ones. Spirit Halloween stores, though? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, places like that where you can't have the licensed ones because they're not, the ones that just pop up each season. Love them. Okay, so the next one is Supportive Burger Wife.
Supportive Burger Wife. Oh my god. Oh man. So part of me wants to go like the McDonald's route and guess something like Grimace.
I can give you a little bit of a clue if you like.
Oh, I'd love a clue.
It's from a TV show.
Oh, a TV show. Oh, it's Bob's Burgers. Bob's Burgers' mom.
Yes, Linda Belcher. I'll give you that because I know you don't know the characters' names very well. All right, so 2 for 2. All right, the third one is Blue Speed Mouse.
Blue Speed. Oh, I know this one. That one. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Question 4.
Mm-hmm.
Naughty Cat's Friend 2.
Naughty Cat's Friend 2. So for this one, my mind is going, who are the naughty cats? And I got Sylvester and I got Tom.
You're forgetting one.
Sylvester, Tom.
Think Dr. Seuss.
Cat in the Hat thing too?
Yes!
Yeah. Okay.
I'll give you that one.
Thank you.
So 4 for 4. All right. Number 5. Boyish Snow Clown.
Boyish Snow Clown. What the hell is a snow clown?
It's a snow person.
Boyish Snow Clown.
Snow clown.
I can see. Part of me is going to. What's that one where the kid's dad becomes a snowman?
Yep. It's not that.
Is it like Jack? I think it's Jack Frost.
Jack
or
Frost.
Like
yeah.
Yep.
He's boyish.
Jack
Frost isn't boyish.
No, but I can't think of any like little snow people.
He's animated. Come on, I know you know this. I know you know it. We saw the first movie in theaters together.
Olaf. It's Olaf. Yep. Yes. Yep. Okay.
I love these. Upside Down Honey.
Winnie the Pooh?
No. Do you want to try one more? I'll let you try one more, but you won't get a point because you guessed Winnie the Pooh. But I want you to guess one more time.
Upside down.
Upside down. Honey. Honey here indicates
Barb.
It's a female.
It's Barb.
It's not Barb though.
No, not from Stranger Things. Barb from Stranger
It's 11.
Oh.
But Barb was a good guess.
Yeah. It was still my second guess anyway. I just thought Winnie the Pooh because he always has he gets his head stuck in a jar of honey and it's upside down.
Oh, and it gets upside down. Yep. She took that too literal, I think. It's really this is a really fun, hard game because it's like I don't know. Oh, and I did forget to mention. So the 1-point ones are supposed to be the easiest, then 2 points, and then 3 points. It's going to go up in difficulty.
Woof. Okay.
All right. So the next one, and we're still in the 1-point category. We have 2 left.
Okay.
Blue Scientist.
Blue Scientist. I'm going to go with Beast from X-Men.
That would have been great. But no.
Are there more blue scientists out there? All right.
Well, yes and no. The hair of this one is the only thing that's blue.
Oh. Blue-haired scientist. What on earth?
It's from an animated television show.
Rick from Rick and Morty. Rick Sanchez. Yep. Okay.
You'll probably get this one. Electric Chinchilla.
Oh. Well, we've already had Sonic the Hedgehog, so it can't be Sonic the Hedgehog. Electric
but it's electric.
Chinchilla. I got it. Pikachu.
Yes!
It's Pikachu.
Perfect. So you got 6 points that round. 6 out of 8. That's solid.
Do you also mix up the electric slide and the hustle?
No.
Every single
time. Is it the hustle where you like do your arms like this?
I don't remember which one's which, but I do know that anytime someone says it's electric, I immediately go do 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 do.
Oh,
But that's
I
actually
kinda
do the hustle. Do do
do,
do.
do, 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 do,
The
do.
electric slide is we're doing the electric slide.
But they do say it's electric at the beginning of the song.
Yep, and then I immediately go into the hustle.
That's just like my Tiny Dancer. Tiny Dancer, why don't you come to your senses?
No, you're thinking of Tiny Bubbles.
sorry, Tiny Bubbles. That's right.
That's
Tiny
now
Dancer.
a third layer of confusion.
Tiny Bubbles, Tony Danza. Stupid. Okay, on to the 2-point round.
2 points this time.
Okay, spooky family matriarch.
This could be a lot of things. I'm going to go with the mom from Addams Family.
You got it. Morticia Addams.
Yeah, Morticia Addams.
Perfect.
All
right.
right. Do the hustle.
Papa John's. All right, number 2 in this round. The Purple Artist.
Purple artist. There's this woman.
Woman.
A woman. Woman. That used to come into our store. And she was always wearing purple. All of her things were purple. And she changed her name on her account to be called The Purple One.
Oh my gosh, that's weird.
Is it her? Is that the Halloween costume?
No, it's not her.
The Purple Artist. God, I am stumped on this one. I have no clue.
It's Prince from Purple Rain.
It's that
that
artist
costume?
formerly known as Prince. Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know that you're going to get this one, but I just loved it. Notionless.
Shin guards. Soccer. David Beckham.
Nope.
Damn it.
It's Clueless. Cher from Clueless.
Yeah, never would have gotten that.
All right, let's see here. All right, on the fourth round, or fourth question, round 2.
Okay.
Mischievous worker. Or mischievous worker. I never know how to say that word.
Jessica Chivas.
Jessica Chivas. Is that the mischievous worker?
Jessica Chivas was a girl in our neighborhood when I was growing up.
Was she mischievous? Or just had a silly name?
I don't know. Just a silly name, maybe. Mischievous worker? Oh, God. Immediately I think of like a slutty nurse. Like someone who's working, she's a nurse, but also she's mischievous. She's like, let's go do it in the on-call room.
I can tell you this is not a slutty costume or like a sexy costume. I mean, it could be. I think I saw a version of this as a sexy costume. But this one in particular is for a man.
Oh.
It's from an animated film.
Men can be nurses.
Men can be nurses. In fact, many are. Many mans are.
Very good. I'm stumped. I have no clue.
It's a minion.
Okay. That one was a stretch.
A mischievous worker. All right. Bunny enthusiast.
This is a Playgirl bunny, isn't it? Or Playboy bunny.
I'm going to give it to you. It's Hugh Hefner, but I would accept Playboy or something like that. So you get it. I'll give you that one. Hell yeah.
I gotta reimagine. My mind right now is going from whatever the words are and trying to be like, oh my God, what are these words thing? I need to be thinking backwards. I need to be thinking, what are popular Halloween costumes and which ones fit this?
Think backwards.
Yep.
Yes. All right. So we're moving on to, and you got 4 points that round. 4 points that round. Which puts you at a total of 10 points.
Okay. Out of 7? No, out of 30.
Out of 30, right. But we still have a chance to get 12 points if you get all 4 of these right.
Okay.
Which I don't think you will.
Ouch! You don't believe in me.
It's not that I don't believe in you. It's just that they're funny and really obscure to figure it out.
Jesse, that hurts.
really hurt. Okay. Question 1 in round
Ready.
3. Juice demon.
A Kool-Aid Man is the first thing that comes to mind. But that's just like, it's too on the nose. Juice. And it has nothing to do with demons. Juice demon. No, this is too much of a stretch too, but then I'm also thinking of Slimer from Ghostbusters. Because of the Ecto-Cooler High C juice.
So it's not Slimer.
Ah.
It's Beetlejuice.
Oh, that makes sense. God, see, think of popular costumes and then work backwards. Come on.
Okay, I don't think you're going to get this one, but it's stupid. Cyberman.
Cyberman. Oh. It's not Arnold Schwarzenegger in Jingle All the Way.
No, it's not.
Turbo Man. It's turbo time. I need to get off of that. Get off of that. Mentally off of that. It's not Iron Man. That's too easy. Cyberman. Can you give me a clue?
It's from a trilogy of movies.
I know this one. This one's Neo from The Matrix.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I love it. Cyberman. And the costume itself said Cyberman or Padre. And if you wanted to be Padre, you just add a big cross necklace and a hat.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
I love it. You could have 2 years of costumes with that one.
Yeah.
This next one, these last two are so stupid and off the wall, but I love them for that reason. So that's why I've included them here. Okay. So the third question, or a costume, is out of space costume.
Out of space?
Yeah, it's like outer space, but just said, but wrong.
Okay.
I'll just give you that.
Not
one.
like, oh my God, I'm in this room and I'm running out of space.
Exactly.
Okay.
Out of space man.
Out of space man.
That could be so many people.
It could be so many things. So my immediate thing is, all right, what in Marvel characters are there? Because those are popular Halloween costumes.
You would be thinking incorrectly.
Okay. Out of space, man. Game over. Bill Paxton from Aliens.
That would have been great, but it's not. Do you want one more guess?
Looks like a booger, but it's not. Okay, can you give me a hint?
It's like super popular in, quote, nerd culture. It's a very specific type of nerd culture. These movies have a cult following.
Tommy Wiseau from The Room. That's it. I'm stumped. I have no clue. What is it?
It's Darth Vader.
Oh my God, that's not a nerdy cult following thing.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Everybody in the world fucking loves Star Wars.
Well, yes, but there are, I guess maybe not. Well, it's a cult following in that it's like a cult. I follow Star Wars memes on Facebook, and it's pretty nerdy culture.
Out of space, man. Darth Vader.
Out of space.
Oh my God.
Okay, I really hope that you can find your way to this one. I really hope, because this is one of the first ones I came across, and it is my favorite.
Okay.
And it is the last one on the game.
I'll do you proud.
It is Pubescent Frog of Silent War.
What?
I honestly don't know how the two are related, but the costume is very much
Frog of Silent War.
Think pubescent frog. Ignore the of Silent War, because it's weird. So think pubescent frog and what that could perhaps translate to.
It could be Kermit. It could be Kermit from Muppet Babies. It could be like Toad, like Toad's Adventures Toad. Could be.
Maybe think pubescent frogs.
An off-brand version of DuckTales. Where instead of ducks, they're
not
frogs.
there yet.
Okay. Pubescent frogs. Ninja Turtles. Yes!
You got it.
What was
It's
the last
Ninja
half of that?
Turtles.
Pubescent frogs,
Of
what?
Silent War.
What?
Literally, I have no idea.
Oh, ninja. Silent
yes!
warfare, because they're quiet.
Because
like
they're ninja. Yes. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Pubescent frog of Silent War. And the costume is very much just a turtle, and it's Raphael. He's got a big R on his belt.
I love that it's a turtle costume, but they call it a frog.
Yeah, right? These are so stupid. So you got 16 points.
That is just over half.
That's okay. Because
even if this were college, I would have failed.
you would have failed. I mean, this is a hard game, but it's really just a fun way to laugh at off-brand knockoff things.
I love it.
How did the rest of you do? Let us know on Thursday or any day from Thursday to the next Thursday. How many points you scored down and below I'm pointing everywhere because it's not up right now. It doesn't exist yet. There's a window. You get a towel. You get a watch.
You wear a jacket.
Oh man. All right. The poll's gonna be on Affable Idiots on Twitter at Affable Idiots. Go there. Let us know how you did and what you thought of the game.
Lord. Man.
So
oh God, that episode of South Park where he's Lord.
Yeah.
Randy is Lord.
I am Lord.
Yeah. I am Lord. Feeling good on a Wednesday.
So stupid.
Oh my God. I remember I used to be, back when I was training with Adrian, I used to be in the middle of doing something. He's like, all right, we're going to have you do 10 pull-ups in a row. I was like, all right, let's get on this bar, do 10 pull-ups. And like at number 6, he'd just shout, feeling good on a Wednesday. And I would lose it. I'd fall off the bar.
That was from that same episode? Or that's a completely different thing? It was? Okay.
Yeah, it's it's just one of the random things that Randy sings.
Feeling good on a Wednesday.
Lord.
Gosh, that show.
Let's have an honest discussion.
Yeah, let's talk honestly. Last week we talked about candy memories and all the fun memories that came with candy. Hence the name Candy Memories. It was fun and it took us down many tangents. And it was a great time. And we hope you all had fun too. This week, what are we talking about, Mike?
We are talking about 10 fun ways to spend your stimulus check. Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Most of y'all are going to be getting this check either direct deposited into your bank account or you get a special Trump-branded check coming to your mailbox.
Ugh.
And you got all this money and you don't know what to do with it. Well, we are here to help you figure that out. Figure it out with Lori Beth Dinberg, Nickelodeon game show. Let's go. So we've brainstormed 5 each different ways you could spend your stimulus check. They range from serious to silly, who knows, but all of them are really great opportunities for you. So Jesse,
super great ideas.
we're going to ping pong back and forth, and we'll just do one as we go.
Boy, girl, boy, girl. That was hard to say. Boy, girl, boy, girl.
Why is that so hard? Boy, girl, boy,
So, yeah.
boy, girl, boy,
Boy, girl,
George,
boy,
boy,
girl.
George.
Boy, girl, boy. It sucks. Why is that so hard? Girl, boy is
Girl,
easier,
boy,
but
boy,
kind of
boy,
difficult.
No, it's
Boy, girl, boy.
It's so weird because in elementary school, that was like such a common thing. Like, all right, we're going to go sit at lunch, and you have to say boy, girl, boy, girl. But now, as we try to say it fast as adults, it's because we haven't been in
boy, girl, boy, girl.
All right, Jesse. What's your first way for people to spend their stimulus checks? Go.
My first way is a serious way, and it's probably what I'm going to end up doing with it. And that is adding it to my high yield savings account.
Ooh. Now,
Yeah.
Jesse, some people might argue the point of these stimulus checks is to stimulate the economy, and you're supposed to spend it.
But I'll have you know that since the economy took a turn because of this, my the percent that you got back, or the APY or whatever that stands for on a loan, was 1.9. It is now at 1.5. So
Wait,
that
you mean the interest that you get on your savings account?
yeah,
went down?
yeah,
Wait, you have it through Barclays too, right?
yeah,
Did mine go down too?
yeah. Yours is at 1.5 now.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah. So the way I see it, if I'm putting more, because people are probably putting less money into their savings right now,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why the interest rate has gone down. So I think, I don't know, I haven't actually looked into it, but it's science if I say it is. By putting the money in my savings account, that's putting money back into Barclays, which is going to help them to be able to increase my percentage.
Okay.
Therefore,
okay.
making me even more money off of my stimulus check for free.
Boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
You should be on Mad Money.
Boom. Mad money. Mad money.
Mads Mikkelsen's
I should
money.
be on Shark Tank. My invention is putting money in a savings account.
I want $30,000 for 10% of me putting of my money in my savings account.
I'll take $30,000 and I'll put it in my savings account, and you can have whatever interest I get. Just kidding. You can have 10% of the interest.
Guaranteed to make money, though. You're going to turn a profit.
Big time. Big prof.
BP.
BP.
Cool. That is a very responsible way to spend your stimulus check. Here's another responsible way. Use it for food.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people right now are learning how to cook for the first time because they're stranded. They're buying takeout from restaurants and things like that because they can't actually go sit in a restaurant. So they're just racking up all these charges. Buy some food. Here are some interesting ways you could use that to buy food. You could buy 120 bananas with your $1,200 because they're bananas. What do they cost? $10.
$10.
But here's another way you could do this and kind of turn it to also turn a profit. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Spaghetti.
Use this $1,200 to produce your own food and then sell it.
Ooh.
Build a mini greenhouse inside your apartment or your home.
Ooh.
And here's an even funner way to do it. Use your $1,200 to buy a bunch of those little tiny like potted plant things that are like the size of a tiny milk carton, like the ones you get at school.
Yeah.
And inside each one of those, you put a fun-sized candy bar. And then after about a week, a full-size candy bar grows out of it. Or a tree with many fun-sized crunch bars on it.
And then you form a Crunch Bar army to take over the government.
Yep. And finally, here's another one.
Yes.
People, it's not so much here in San Francisco, but I've heard, especially in areas of North Carolina, eggs are really hard to find. If you get your hands on a carton of eggs, if you get your hands on a carton of eggs, eat 11 of them, plant the 12th. After a week, a chicken will have grown, and you have a lifetime supply of eggs from that chicken. So for every dozen eggs
Until
you get,
it dies.
plant one. Well, that's why every carton, you've got to plant one of your 12 eggs.
You got to plant one. Yeah.
Every 12th egg you plant, and then you get a chicken.
Every 12th egg you plant. That's beautiful.
Yep.
That's really, really smart and cogent. Is that right? The right word? Oh, cogent ways to spend money on food.
Yep.
And grow new food for yourself.
Yep. Whether you want a king-size crunch or a full-size chicken.
Full size. I'd like a king-size chicken.
You can do that.
Imagine the size of those eggs.
Well, it depends on the size of the kingdom.
Well, which came first, the kingdom or the egg?
Or king chicken. Jesse, what's your second way to spend your stimulus check?
My second one is new phone.
Oh, new phone. This was one you're considering, right?
I am considering it. I still don't know if I'm going to do it. But
New
my
phone,
phone
who
is the
dis?
iPhone's.
Nailed that one.
I have the iPhone 7, and the battery's garbage, which I could just change. But no Apple stores are open right now, so I can't just change it. So, it's hard. Also, sometimes people will leave me voicemails and I don't get them for 5 days. Classic, my phone's kind of old stuff.
It's just,
so I'm considering.
That's Verizon's way of just like making sure that they're not overwhelming you with too much at once.
Probably, yeah.
Like,
During
listen,
this quarantine
listen.
where there's
We
not
know
much happening.
This voicemail is going to cause you a lot of stress. We're gonna hold off for a couple of days for you.
Thank you, Verizon. # thanks, Verizon. So that's something I have considered.
Good opportunity.
then
Apple just released that iPhone SE, and it's cheap as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yes, it is. And then I could put whatever I don't spend in my savings.
Oh,
I
look
could
at that.
do 2 of the 5 things.
2 of your 5 things. That's a good deal right there.
Yeah. Solid.
Yeah, there are probably lots of people out there who would love to, I don't know, be on TikTok better, have a better camera for TikTok. Speaking of,
so they could do
how about
all
that
these
ton
challenges.
video that I sent
That
you
was
this morning?
insane. That was just, I was like, I didn't know where it was going at first. I thought at first it was just like, this is really funny because all these words are just ton or tons and whatnot. And then they put the whole sentence together and I was like, oh my God.
But what's weird about
so
French,
stupid.
so for anyone who hasn't seen the video, I retweeted it myself today, but for anyone who hasn't seen the video, it is a guy just going to Google Translate and translating things to English. And it's like, you, ton. And then it's mowing.
Dad,
ton.
ton.
Uncle, tom tom. Tuna,
Oh, yeah, uncle.
ton. And they're all spelled slightly differently, but they're pronounced the same. And then it goes, your uncle mows your tuna. Ton, 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 ton. And then it's this guy in front of a fake Eiffel Tower, and he just takes off his glasses, there's French music playing, and he goes, ton, 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 ton. So funny.
Ton.
Ton, ton, ton,
That's
ton,
so
ton, ton,
dumb.
ton.
Ugh.
I don't remember how we got
TikTok.
there. Oh, new phone for TikTok videos. There you go.
Yeah, new phone, TikTok, who this?
Yeah,
Papa
who this?
John's.
Here's another opportunity that I've got. You can invest in a new hobby that you've always wanted to try, that you've never really had the
yes.
opportunity to.
Like crotchet.
Like crotchet. Like crotchet, yep. Some examples that I've get, you can get a new instrument that you always wanted to play. A lot of people, like yourself included, were always like, man, I'd always love a really nice DSLR camera. Now's your opportunity.
Yes.
Get a good lens maybe for it.
Oh yeah, I could spend it on a new lens for my camera.
Camera.
That's fine. I think I've got 4 lenses, right? Yeah, I've got 4. 1, 2. Yeah, I've got 4 lenses right now.
Nice. You can get a game console. Video games are blowing up right now. It's a great way to stay connected with people.
Sexually.
You can get art supplies, and kind of along that line, you can get an iPad with an Apple Pencil. It's a really great art supply.
Fart
you can get a
supplies.
sewing machine, it's kind of similar along the crotchet, and you can make
I've
ball
been wanting a
gowns for
sewing
birds.
machine. Ball gowns for birds.
Ball
And you can
gowns
make
for
bald
birds?
caps.
Here's the thing: you can make you can make bald caps. Yep.
Ooh, you could spend it. You could get a sewing machine. You could get some fabric. You can make face masks and sell them.
There you go. Turning a profit with your stimulus check.
I love it.
Here's another opportunity for profit that most people, they hear ball gowns for birds. What? Why would anyone ever want to do that? Here's a little statistic
Google it.
most people don't know. Seniors in high school are all upset because they don't actually get to have a prom this year because schools are closed. Most people don't know that some species of birds have never had a prom.
That is tragic.
Right? So they would go
Tragic.
crazy over the opportunity to finally buy a ball gown
Yeah.
for a pigeon or for a falcon and just put them all
For a
in a gym together and let them
Or an
dance.
eagle for it to fly like an eagle in
Yes.
a ball gown.
And then you could also use part of that stimulus check to pay a wildlife professional to teach you how to catch the birds so that you can put the ball gowns on them.
I like it.
So invest in a
So
new hobby.
you're learning 2 things
Yeah.
in that one. You're learning to catch birds, and you're learning to sew, and you're
Your
learning to
brain is
sew
going to thank you
gowns.
so much.
I mean, you're not going to need the job you probably lost because of the economy.
Right? All right, Jesse, number
hashtag too
3.
soon. Number 3, blow it on clothes and shoes.
Yes. These shoes are
You could buy new
$300
sweatpants.
Let's get them.
You could buy, I've just been looking at new sweatpants because I'm like, I only have 2 pair of sweatpants and I'm going through them, real fast.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm wearing anything but sweatpants. So new sweatpants, new tennis shoes, better sports bras. So nobody wants to wear a real bra. And when you go out and you need to go to the store, maybe you need to put a bra on, or nobody needs to, but maybe you want to. And you're like, well, I want to be comfortable, so I'm going to wear the sports bra. But this sports bra is a little bit too unsupportive for my big tatas. So you can get a better one. You could buy fun new jewelry to wear during your fantasies. Things. I was thinking of sex fantasies. Where I was like, you could have like I'm a rich person fantasy, or you could just have it's normal times and I'm having friends over fantasy.
You could also have a fantasy where you are a king chicken.
Ooh.
And you want to be ruling over a bunch of smaller chickens, and the king chicken obviously needs a lot
chickens.
of very good. You need a lot of jewelry to designate yourself as king.
Yes, you need a good ring to make them kiss.
Yep. Not just
Maybe
a ring
you
pop.
want to buy a ring pop, yeah. Which we discovered last week was kind of a sticky mess.
Yep.
What's your next one?
So there's this new thing in Animal Crossing. Are you familiar with Animal Crossing?
I am familiar with it in that the internet is all about it right now.
All about it. I assume, I don't know, does Casey have it? Casey has a Switch, right?
He does, but doesn't play the game.
Okay, so Animal Crossing is all about just like building up your island and making a house and
you are an animal, right?
You are a human, but all of your neighbors are animals.
Okay.
And you're like chopping down trees and catching bugs and fishing. It's really, really boring. The game itself, though, like mechanically is perfectly designed to keep you on, like, constantly going. But there's a thing called the stock market. And every Sunday morning for like 3 hours, you have the opportunity to buy turnips in mass for a certain price.
ENMASSE?
Yes, en masse.
En masse, since we're talking about French earlier.
And then throughout the week, you can sell them back to the store for a price that's lower or greater, similar to the stock market. And there's been a huge...
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, right? There's been a huge surge soda.
The soda.
Of people who like, oh my God, you can buy turnips for $100 on my island on Sunday. And then on Thursday, they go for like $600 in the store, and you can sell them at a huge profit and make millions of dollars. So here's the thing. You use your $1,200 to buy 4 Nintendo Switch Lites.
Oh, wait,
No.
so you buy this with real money?
No. Well, you have to buy Animal Crossing with real money.
Gotcha.
So you buy 4 Nintendo Switch Lites. That's $800. You buy 4 copies of Animal Crossing. That's an extra $240. And then tax takes care of the rest. So you buy all of these, and then you have 4 simultaneous copies of this going. Sunday, you have 4 opportunities to get the lowest price on turnips, and all 3 of the other ones go to that one, and suddenly you have a ton of turnips all to yourself. Throughout the week, you have 2 times a day that the turnip prices are changing. You have before noon and afternoon. So now you have 8 different possible turnip prices across all of your Switch Lites throughout every single day, 6 days a week. That gives you the opportunity and the chances that at least one of those is going to be a real moneymaker. Then you charge people a premium in real life money to come and get turnip money in your game. And there you go. Turn your profit check into turn your stimulus check into a profit using Animal Crossing.
Turnip your stimulus check into a profit.
Very good. You become the Scarface, Tony Montana of Animal Crossing. Just a big old turnip drug lord.
And they'll call you the Turnip King.
Yep.
Who's also
not to be confused with the Chicken King.
So stupid.
So that's another opportunity for you as well. Just a lot of Switch Lites and Animal Crossing.
I love it. My next one would be to buy really nice outdoor furniture. because we're looking at furniture for our back deck right now. And we're just going to be
Oh.
getting mediocre furniture. But you could buy really nice stuff.
Like
and
glass.
be bougie with it.
Or wicker.
Like glass or wood.
Not just
actual
the plastic.
Wood.
Actual wood. That's too far.
I know, right? Actual wood? Yeah. Trees had to die for that furniture. You can get that.
That will rot. That will rot your brain.
Nope. Rot your brain. Just like the candy does to your teeth from last week. And some really nice curtains, because we're gonna get some curtains so that we don't have to sit and look at the trash can and the dumpsters and everything from our back deck, and we can be secretive.
Are they outdoor curtains?
Nice lights. Yeah, you can get outdoor curtains.
I've never even thought of such a thing.
Yeah, it's amaze balls.
Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of being outside, though? Like, you're supposed to be outside so you can see the outside.
Yeah,
now you're just making the outside and inside.
I mean, but it's inside outside.
Inside out, boy.
It's like that club from the movie A Night at the Roxbury where the inside was outside and the outside was inside.
Okay. I see
like
where
that.
you're going.
And my back deck, literally you walk out, you see the wall of the building beside us and the dumpsters. So it's like, let's just get some cool curtains, some nice little hangy lights, make ourselves a nice little oasis back
I like
there.
it. Get a wash tub full of water to put in the middle to make it a true oasis.
Oasis, a wash tub. There's a gnat.
There is always exactly one gnat in my room at any given time.
It's so annoying. Well, I think it just came through the camera or the microphone.
I will often, it's just one gnat flying on, and I've gotten really good at just going and catching them. And then I go,
you're like a frog.
And clap my hands together and it kills it.
You're like a pubescent frog of silent war.
I am. But then I kill that one. 30 minutes later, where the fuck did this one come from? It is Tim Gunn.
I fucking hate gnats. They're the worst.
Yeah. So
Natalie's, gnats,
Nat King Cole.
Gnats, Nat King Cole.
So yours was spend a little bit to spruce up your living situation. You're gonna be inside for a while, so might as well make it look pretty nice.
Exactly, but again, it'll be the outside.
But it's the inside on the outside.
Like inside. Maybe we can get a nicer outdoor rug.
It's converting your outside to an inside so that you're still technically inside and sheltering in place when you're outside. It's gaming the system.
Exactly. It's gaming the system because it's a console.
Yep.
The console of the universe.
Center console. Here we go. Number 4 for me. This one's a little bit of a trip. There's a lot of steps to this one. You are only spending your stimulus check on one thing, but it leads to a lot. You're going to spend your money on lessons on how to be a good con man. Ooh. And then you take all of your new tricks you just learned to con 2 friends into giving you their stimulus checks. You use that to buy a tiger and keep it in your backyard. And then you charge people to play with the tiger to buy up more money. And then you take that money and pay somebody to go kill Carol Baskins for you. And then you get several more people.
Carol Baskins!
Then you get more people to give you their checks to bail you out of jail whenever you get caught for trying to kill Carol Baskins.
Well, and then you have all her tigers and you can charge to see those tigers.
Yep.
You've really thought this out.
I have. You can become a Tiger King. We've talked about Chicken Kings. We've talked about so many types. Now we have Tiger King in there as well as an option.
But see, the Tiger King is a human. The Chicken King is a big chicken. Which is funny because a chicken, when you think about a chicken that lays eggs, that's a hen, which is a female king. Oh. Which makes me think of Iron and Wine's song Woman King, which is really good. Which makes me think of the presidential election where there won't be a woman king because we're a democracy, not a monarchy. I had to think. All I could think was matriarchy, and I was like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. It's matriarchy. That is what I like to call my stream of consciousness.
So, Jesse, that was my number 4. What's your final suggestion on ways people can spend their stimulus check?
My final suggestion is help your dad or your parents finish paying off your own college student loan.
I'm going to need a lot more money to do that.
So will I. But I mean, I could at least give, like, oh, Dad, thanks for taking care of all of this for all these years since I graduated. These almost 10 years since I graduated college. Here's $1,200. Take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that way I can feel like I've contributed to my own college education.
There you go. I'm very thankful that part of my student loans, some of them are owned by CFI in North Carolina, some of them are owned by the government, and the ones owned by the government have been automatically postponed until September.
Oh, that's awesome.
September 30th. So I don't have to pay those back. But it doesn't matter because in 10 years, whatever balance is left is going to be forgiven anyway. Thank you, income-based repayment, and Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
My final way that you could spend your stimulus check, go to onlyfans.com and just find someone who you think is real attractive and just subscribe for as much money as you can afford. Or find a whole slew of them and give them each a little bit of money.
I have never even heard of onlyfans.com.
I had never heard of it until I read a BuzzFeed article from like 3 or 4 days ago. Apparently, it's a website where famous people who aren't so famous, and porn stars go, and it's just a site where you could pay to see anything just from nudes of them, to them jerking it, to them having sex with other people.
Even celebrities?
There apparently are famous
site.
people. It's a porn site. But it's like a subscription. It's like Patreon for porn people. But it's not just porn stars that are on it. Like, there are regular-ass people who have an OnlyFans. In fact, I just read another headline of an article that said her coworkers watched her OnlyFans at work. Then she got fired.
Uh-oh.
Yep, didn't read the rest of the article, so.
Well, I mean, you only get a few a week. Is my internet fucking up again?
No, I still see you.
This is
You're
annoying. Good. You do?
Yeah, you're good.
And I'm still recording. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, guys.
What's going on?
I'm sorry.
So yeah, go to OnlyFans. Find your favorite famous person or person who's just a regular average Joe and pay to watch them diddle themselves.
Give them money for porn. The internet is for porn.
For porn. Or, all those times where you go and watch free porn. This is your final opportunity. This is your opportunity to give back.
Yeah.
So if you want to go and finally subscribe to Brazzers or Pornhub Premium, like, this is your opportunity.
What is the Brazilian steakhouse that we always said?
That's right. It was, I don't remember what it is, but it's very close to Brazzers.
Right? What was it? We should give them a shout out.
Shout out.
Brazilian steakhouse. Was it? I don't know. But it's Brazzers.
It's Brazzers.
Brazzers.
So those are 10 fun ways that you can spend your stimulus check. How are you going to be spending yours? What kind of fun things are you going to do with it? Or are you going to take one of our suggestions? Let us know on Twitter.
Let us know on Twitter. But if you make any money, you got to give it to us.
All right, we're back from a technical snafu, and we've got one more thing to do. But before we do, let's tell you about Affable Idiots. Ooh. Affable Idiots is the brand under which we live. That's AAWY. That's our video game podcast, Respawn, Aim, Fire. We need your help by going to youtube.com/a bunch of shit that you got to search for because we don't have a personalized URL. And you can help us get that by going there, subscribing to us. We need 100 subscribers before we can get youtube.com/AAWY. And the other two as well. So in the description for this podcast right now, you can click the links, go there, hit subscribe. You can turn off notifications. I don't give a fuck as long as we get your subscription. That's all we need.
We want your subscription.
We want it.
Love.
We want it. And then we also want you to go.
We need it.
So much. Yeah, so that's basically our only ask right now. But if you'd also love to go to any podcast service that you're listening to right now and rate us, that would help us a lot as well. And you can give us 5 stars.
Well.
You can give us 4+1 stars. You can give us 0+5 stars. You can't give us anything else.
But preferably just 5. Just regular
5.
old full 5.
But if you leave us a note, a little comment in there about what you love about the show, that makes our hearts so full. Makes our hearts
and
so
we'll love
full.
you as well. We love you anyway, no matter what.
We do. So that's it.
Our love
Go
is
to
like
Affable Idiots
God's
stuff.
love.
Our love is an awesome love. It rains from heaven above.
From heaven above. I was singing that song the other day.
Jesse, we have a conversation starter, though. Let's move on to it.
Let's conversate. Shall you say, I shall read? I shall read the question?
Yes, please.
All right. Pork Chop, 1864. Do you think that's the year they were born?
Yeah, or the year they graduated from college, or their address, or part of their password, possibly all 4.
I bet it's all 4. Let's hack them. JK, don't hack. It's bad. But Pork Chop 1864 asks, if I stand in one spot at 4:30 on Friday and I'm in the same exact spot at 4:30 on Saturday, am I in 2 time periods or 1? Did I even move? Good question.
Thank you, Pork Chop 1864.
Well, if you think of time as not linear, then yes, you could be in multiple time periods at once. You could theoretically be in that spot at 4:30 on Friday forever, and in that same spot at 4:30 on Saturday forever, and in every single moment you've ever experienced prior and after that.
That's really interesting. If you think about the movie Arrival,
Yeah.
where they learn that like they can go in and out of time all over the place. It's not linear.
Yeah.
Yes, you can be in both and all at one time.
Yeah. And you probably did move. I would guess you did move, unless you just stood there for 24 hours, which would be a weird choice, but, valid if you wanted it to be.
Maybe someone had a gun to his head.
Well, good on that other person for standing there and staying awake with a gun to their head.
Maybe
for
they
a
took
full
shifts.
24 hours.
They just wanted to see
yeah.
if he could
Gun
time travel.
shifts.
Gun shifts.
Stupid. I think really what we have to just determine here is it's really a question of time itself and whether or not it is indeed linear or non-linear.
Well, it doesn't have to be either. It doesn't have to be non-linear in order for you to literally be standing in the same spot on the same time on multiple different days. Because, I'm going to blow your mind here,
Blow it.
the North Pole and or the South Pole is the convergence of all time zones. And there are times when it is right now a Sunday where I am, but it's already Monday in China.
That's true.
So if you're standing
right now,
exactly
it's
on the North
tomorrow
Pole,
morning in Australia.
See? If you're standing on one of the poles, then you are literally standing in the same exact spot at the same time across 24 different hours. An entire day by just standing there for a microsecond.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, then I think the answer is no matter which way you pork chop it. That you can be in more than one time period. You might, but really it's not necessarily that you're in 2 time periods. It's either that you're in all 24 time zones at once, which could be considered 24 periods, or you're in infinite time periods.
That's insane. So that all depends on like the spot you're standing. But if the spot is not the variable, let's read his question again. If I stand in one spot at 4:30 on Friday and I'm in the same exact spot at 4:30 on Saturday, I just threw a Sharpie at myself. Am I in 2 time periods or 1? Did I even move? So if the spot is not what's the variable and it's just, all right, it could be anywhere, but he's being there 2 different times on 2 different days.
Yeah.
Yeah, you moved. And you're
You
obviously
definitely moved. I mean, if you're on planet Earth and you're not a flat earther, and you believe that the Earth rotates on its own axis and also rotates around the sun.
And also with you.
Whether or not, and also with you. Now, whether or not your feet moved, you did move. While I've been sitting here for this podcast, I haven't really moved, but I've moved a great deal.
So you have to then, in order for you to not move, like in space, not move, at least on Earth, You have
Yeah.
to walk at the speed of whatever gets you around the Earth in 24 hours. And you have to walk that against the rotation of the Earth.
Well, but then still, even if you're doing that and you're not rotating technically, if you're canceling out that rotation, you still have to take into account the rotation of the planet itself around the sun.
Right.
How can you negate that while also negating the Earth's spin?
You got to jump. You got to do high knees while you do it.
Well, there you have it. We figured it out.
Thank you so much, Pork Chop. I hope that answer is what you were looking for.
And if not, what did you want us to say? Because that'll give us a good insight into who you are as a person and whether or not 1864 is your password to your bank account. In which case, what is your username?
Or just give us your debit card.
Stupid.
And we'll go to the ATM.
I held his debit card.
I held his debit card. I held Andrew Garfield's debit card at Starbucks in New York.
All right, friends. That brings us to the end of the episode. And each week we like to end with a parting positive thought. And this week, our positive thought comes to you direct from the book and the movie, The Help, from the character Abeline Clack. You is kind. You is smart. You is important. And never forget it, because even though it's funny to think about, and it's fun to think about, and it's from a book, and it was being told to a child, it's also relevant to you and your life, because you is kind. And you is also smart. And you is very important. Don't ever forget it.
V important, as the kids say.
V importante.
As the Spanish kids say.
As the Spanish kids. Or they'd say, be importante.
Shut up.
All right, that brings us to the end of this week's episode of AAWY, and also with you. Hugs and kisses.
Hearts and shards.
Shardy farts.